Hi, and welcome to the Signage Pro. Today we're going to take a look at how you can use the RSS feed into your screen. So you just take that RSS feed image, drag it over, and size it to whatever you like. It's pre-populated with RSS data, which you're welcome to use. It pulls from CNN data. However, what I'm going to show you today is how you can use New York Times has a huge number of RSS feeds that have some really interesting and up-to-date information. You can go to thenewyorktimes.com and look for and search for their RSS feeds. So today I'm going to show you going into their movies feed. I'm going to grab that feed and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go back into our editor and I'm going to change the URL property of the RSS feed. Highlight all of it and then paste in my new value, and then I'm going to ahead and hit the refresh, and it's going to go out to the New York Times and pull in that data. Now there's a lot of different information on here. It's a little bit hard to read the way it is, but you can set the reload time and how many times it should reload. And so I'm setting mine to 60 minutes, and it should reload up to 24 items or 24 times. So a couple of the other things that you can change is very similar to the ticker. If you haven't seen the ticker video, you should definitely look at that because it has similar properties of changing up and down, the speed, the spacing between each one of the items, and whether the title should come before or after the data. So I'm just showing you a couple of the different options. Now a lot of your options are going to be dependent on the type of data that you have and what data you're wanting to present. So what we're going to do now is show how you can format some of this and make this look like an interesting news article. So I've moved it over onto the right side. I'm going to go ahead and keep scrolling it so I can see once I get it to what I want it to look like, because right now it's just too much information on there. So in the title, you can determine what should be displayed. Should the date be there? Should the title be there? Should there be an excerpt from the RSS feed that's included? You can put all of that in the title section. I wouldn't recommend that. It becomes pretty bold at that point. So what I would look at is you have the option of also formatting the content section. That's the part that comes underneath the title and has a different style. And breaking up that style allows you to get a good look, makes it easy on the people's eyes who are watching this. You have to remember they're going to be on a screen from a distance and trying to see this. So you want to try to appease their eyes a bit. So high contrast is always good. So I'm going with a black background and white text. That helps things pop. Obviously it all depends on what your overall layout is, but here's an option. Shows some of the capabilities. In addition, I want to change the sizing a little bit, and I want to change the spacing between it so that people's eyes can find the right amount of information, go from one story to the next. As you can see, this one's scrolling up, but that's not the only option. We can also go from left to right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this as a bottom ticker so that it's showing news across the bottom. You'll want to resize it so it fits just right around the bottom as a single line. And then you can run that and people can get information about their news, their movies from this RSS feed. That'll be updated as soon as the New York Times updates their information. Let your screen stay relevant without you having to do updates all of the time. It's a really great utility to bring timely and context-rich news. So you can adjust the speed, get it to what you want it to be, and that pretty much covers what you can do with the RSS feed. Thanks for using the Signage Pro.